In a common day, I spend an average of 6 hours on my phone. My day revolves around my phone. At school, I'm always Snapchatting my friends, and at home, I procrastinate on all my homework just to play games and scroll through Instagram. Whenever I need something, even if I am 100 feet away from my parents, I call them using my phone. I have become so dependent on my phone that the people around me have noticed that it is a problem, but I am afraid to lose my main source of communication. I started to realize how much of my life was consumed by my phone, and this project was a great opportunity to try and give up my phone. I put off this project for a month, and when the subject was readdressed in class, I decided to try and give up my Snapchat and Instagram for a week. But after the second day, I caved and re-downloaded both apps. My mentor through this process was my dad. He was the one who inspired me to try again using a new approach of giving up my phone entirely for just 2 days. He told me he would keep my phone safe and not give it back under any circumstance. I thought about this new approach, then decided to give my phone to my dad on May 21st. After the first 5 minutes without my phone, I already felt uncomfortable. I had to plan everything in advance, whether it be with friends or family, so I would not be left out alone or stranded without a ride. On the first day, I went to hot Pilates with my friends and told my dad when to pick me up. When Pilates was over, I was left waiting outside for 10 minutes at night with no way to check if my father was even on his way. Even lying in bed at night without the reassuring safety of my phone was difficult. My allies during this time were my parents, who planned with me and communicated what would happen when. My friends were my enemies because whenever they would be looking at their phones, I would agonize over what they were looking at or who they were talking to. But in reality, I was my biggest enemy because my mind was always focused on my phone. The second day without my phone, I attended my end-of-season lacrosse banquet, where everyone was taking pictures with their friends and Snapchatting the event. I desperately wanted my phone, but I knew I could go without it if I focused on the food and the people around me. Everything was going smoothly until the coaches gave speeches about each of their players. When my speech was given, I was on the verge of asking my dad for my phone back to record the hilarious speech, but when I turned around, my dad was already recording the speech for me. From this experience, I learned to live in the moment more, and that my phone isn't everything to me. It was new and refreshing to be able to communicate without depending on my phone. During this process, I also procrastinated less on my homework, which made me feel better about myself. When it was finally time to get my phone back, I was proud of myself for completing the 2 days, but I still felt naked without my phone. My dad gave me my phone back, and I immediately checked Snapchat and Instagram and felt at peace. After successfully finishing this journey, I know now that my phone was a big speed bump in my homework completion. So now when I do my homework, I set my phone down and put it on Do Not Disturb.